What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about 20 tools under $20. Let's go. All right, you guys, most of these tools under 20 bucks live in this Klein pouch, but I'm going to start showing you them one by one. Let's start with the multi-driver. This is a 13-in-1 by Milwaukee. Don't have the exact price off the top of my head, but I know it was under 20 bucks. This is a great value. It's got your flathead, your number 2, I believe square, ECX, and the nut drivers. So if you're on a budget or you only want to buy one driver to kind of get you going, this is it. Also, I'm going to have links to everything in the description. So if you guys want to buy any of this stuff, check that out. So that is number 1. Number 2, let's stick to the front here. I want to say this was around 14 or 15 bucks. I don't really have all these prices memorized, so but they all are going to be under $20. That I can assure you. This is one of these little 90 ratcheting, and it's got a little bit set. This thing bails me out so much, whether it's fixtures or ceiling fans. You're gonna need to get one of these if you're doing handyman work. Klein makes a good one. There's a lot of different brands out there, but this one I got on Amazon. Great value, and I use it every week, to be quite honest with you guys. So let's keep moving. I got this from a buddy. He just basically, I think he bought like a 5-pack or something, but Pica pen, or pencil rather. It's a nice pencil. It's got a sharpener built in. I like that it clips on, so not much to say. You know, it's a construction pencil. Use it all the time. Again, don't know the price, but I know for a fact you can get these for under 20 bucks. So what else do we got here? Ooh, let's do a newer one. This Work Pro plier wrench. So the button's right there, so you can, lock it and unlock it. It's a little bit on the cheaper side, it's a 7-inch. So I do have one that I just picked up, but it's over 20, so that's why I'm not featuring it in today's video, but it's a Milwaukee. I haven't really used it much yet. I have used this. This one you gotta be a little bit more delicate because you don't wanna push it down all the way to depress that button. But I like it. I use it for like angle stops and anything where I don't wanna mar that finish. So great tool to add to your arsenal, and I like the little one just for my tool pouch. Get yourself a 7-inch plier wrench. So what are we at? That's number 4. This is a brand new one, also by Work Pro. This is a 6-inch level. I picked this up because I was tired of trying to use my bigger levels when I needed something smaller. And then this one you can also use on conduit for finding angles and testing plumb, things like that. So I want to say this was around $16 or $17. Great value, really nice looking, good, quality aluminum, the machining on it, everything. So if you're in the market for a good small level, check out Work Pro. All right, number 6. Let's do number 6 and 7 together. I bought these Kleins as a kit. And I'll be honest, I was really indecisive before buying these. I was kind of like, do I really want to buy dedicated drivers, and do I want to pay Klein prices? And let me just tell you this. I am extremely happy that I bought these. They're super comfortable, and I love, just seeing what I'm about to grab, and just, having that nice fit and that nice quality tip. So I use these just about every day. So if you're wondering if you need dedicated drivers, you might not in the beginning, but I think you're eventually going to get to the point where you're going to want to get yourself some. So check out the Klein number 2 Phillips and the flathead driver. Also, going with more Klein tools. Man, I use that thing a lot. Can't even read the top anymore. This is the awl, the Klein awl. Same thing, use this almost every day, at a minimum every week, for almost all of my mounting projects. Whether I'm just getting a hole started in wood and I want it to be nice and perfect, or if I'm getting, testing drywall to see where studs are or what's behind it. Get yourself a good quality awl. I used to have a cheap one and it did not last very long. I've been using this one a while and it is super, super high quality. And yeah, get yourself a good awl. All right, next, I'm gonna pull these out too, also as a kit. Each of these are under 20 bucks. These are Milwaukee wire strippers. These are kind of like my backups. I don't use these a whole lot, but they do kind of act as a needle nose and they strip pretty good size wire. So I don't know if you can see that, but up to number 8 solid, number 10 stranded. These were under 20 bucks if I remember correctly. And then I recently got these and I don't necessarily use them for stripping a whole lot, but I got them because of all the different size holes that these can, or not the holes, but these will cut a bunch of different size bolts. So I don't know if you can see that, but 1024s, 832s, 1032s. I think it even will cut like a 1/4 inch. It's got crimping on there. So, I mean, this is a great multi-tool by Klein. Got this at Lowe's, but you can also get that in the description below. Under $20, great value, especially if you're only trying to buy one. I would go for something like this. All right, what else do we got? Let's go back to Milwaukee. This is a 27-in-1. I got this mostly for like Ring doorbells and thermostats. It's a great little kit. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. All the bits are stored in there. So you got all different kinds of bits. The only disadvantage to this, if there was one, is I wish they had additional storage for that one. I've had it fall out. So I do not like that, but everything else, it's, you know, it's Milwaukee. What else is there to say really, right? So great little mini driver. This will get you through a lot of jobs under 20 bucks. So get yourself a good mini driver. All right, what else do we got? Going back to Klein, I don't know the price on this. This might actually be over 20, but I think you could probably find these for under 20. Get yourself a good non-contact voltage tester. I was using I think it was a Centec before, and it works, but I just like knowing that I'm using something a little bit better, a little bit higher quality. It does have the lower voltage on there and then the higher voltage. It's got a light. I mean, this thing's pretty decent. I got this as a kit, so that's why I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but get yourself a good non-contact voltage tester and you know, you're not going to be disappointed if you go with Klein. So get yourself a good painter's tool. These are easily less than 10 bucks. I mean, some of the ones that have more tools on them might be like 15 or 20, but I want to say I paid $7 for this one. It's pretty beat up, but it does what it needs to do. It opens cans of paint and it cleans off rollers. So not much more to say. Get yourself a good painter's tool. Next, you're gonna need some type of prying tool. I picked this up as a kit. It came with a little, I think it's called a punch for setting like brad nails and things. Great little pry bar. I use this for trim and baseboard removal. It does a good job. It doesn't really damage it too much. Sometimes, you know, you got to score it pretty good just to get it started, but great little pry tool. You can get these for under 20 bucks. So get yourself a good little pry tool. You're going to need it. And you're not going to want to be at a job where you need it and you don't have one, because whatever tool, if you're trying to use a putty knife, it's not going to work. So anyway, ask me how I know. Next, a speed square. What else is there to say? I mean, you have to have one of these. You're not a true handyman if you don't have one of these. So this one, you know, made in the US, Milwaukee, love it, use it all the time. Whether I'm checking to see if something is plumb or if I'm just using it to mark 2x4s, it's an amazing, amazing tool. There's tons of them out there for less than 20 bucks. So get yourself a speed square. So the last few, I'm gonna go kind of quick. Get yourself a decent putty knife. You know, I like either a 1 inch or a 2 inch. I don't usually like the bigger ones, and you know, this one I think is a 2-inch. I use this one probably the most because it's the most versatile, so I keep that in the bag. Yeah, get yourself a good putty knife. The good old Stud Buddy. These are probably around 10 to 15 bucks, depending on where you buy and when you buy. Great stud finder because you don't have to worry about batteries dying, and fairly reliable. The only thing I don't like is if you're on metal studs, it's going to give you some bad readings. But other than that, great tool to have, and you do not want to show up to a mounting job without one of these. All right, this one is made by Craig. A bunch of brands make these, you know, DeWalt. This is for 90 degree, it's a 90 degree bit. So if you're drilling in a screw and you don't got the clearance, you're gonna need one of these. I use this all the time. It goes into my impact. Great tool. Not much more to say. You know, it's Craig. It's a 90 degree bit. That's about it. Next, get yourself some Allen keys. These are the standard and metric. Good little kit. I mean, a little bit on the cheaper side. I've seen some of the ones on different channels that are a lot nicer, but if you just want to get something that's going to get you through most situations, you can get these Husky ones for pretty cheap, and they're going to get you pretty far. So last but not least, get yourself some diagonals or side cutters. These I got in a kit, but I know you can find them for under 20 bucks. These are made by Gear Wrench. Pretty nice. Very happy with this kit. I use these a lot, especially if I'm working in like a electrical outlet box, or what am I trying to say? A junction box. And don't have a lot of room to get those wire strippers back there to cut. So these will get you out of a lot of situations. So don't underestimate a good pair of diagonals. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like it, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.